and I don't know exactly how it was listed on Craigslist.
Call it beginner's luck. His very first ad on Craigslist, and this retired teacher got an offer within 24 hours.
The lady wrote back and said, yes, she would take it. Been looking for it.
Johnson says the buyer agreed to pay $1,000 for this Oriental coffee table with 2 matching cabinets. A few days later, he received a check in the mail. Here's a copy of it.
$1,920.
In this email, the buyer told Johnson to keep $1,000 for the furniture and wire the rest of the money through Western Union to her movers in Florida. That's why Johnson says he first stopped by his bank here in Lewis Center, where a few days earlier, he deposited the check.
So we went down to the bank, and they looked it up, and they said, yeah, that check cleared.
Johnson sent the money. After all, he says his bank assured him,
you're okay.
Oh, it would fool the untrained eye. Turns out it wasn't okay. The check bounced. ABC 6 investigators did some digging. AMS Management Group is a real company in Nevada. This check, however, is counterfeit. On its webpage, the business writes, if you receive a check from our company for an item that you are selling on Craigslist, this is a bogus check.
So here's the return check.
The Johnsons were the victim of an all-too-common check scam. As a result, the family's out nearly $1,000.
We even got a $20 return check fee added on top of that.
But how can that be? Johnson says the bank told him the check was good.
They were negligent.
I called U.S. Bank's corporate office in Minneapolis. A company spokesperson sent me this email. He says he can't comment on the case for client confidentiality purposes, but tells me we do work closely with law enforcement in these sort of cases. Johnson says this furniture is still for sale, but he's not going back on Craigslist. These days, he's not feeling so lucky.
I don't want this to happen to somebody else. So maybe we can all learn from this.